Tonight you're seeing the multiplayer portion of Saints Row. We're demoing it for the first time for the gaming press. We're showing all the modes, a good number of levels. We're showing how you can customize your character online, and how you can buy items and upgrade your character online, and the persistent element of being able to play the game, play matches online, earn money, and then take that money and go in and buy items. The Saints Row multiplayer modes that we're demoing tonight are Gangster Brawl, which is kind of a deathmatch sort of a style, bare bones, just for people to sort of, whet their appetite. Then we're going to move on to Protect the Pimp, which is a team-based mode where two teams, one team has the pimp, one team's the hitman trying to kill the pimp, and the pimp basically has to make it out alive. The next mode we're going to show is Big Ass Chains, and that's sort of kind of a little bit of a twist on deathmatch. It is about killing people, but ultimately you're about taking the chains off of them that they drop when they die. And the more chains that you equip or wear, the more points you earn. So it's all about getting those chains and getting as many as you can. And then we're going to show Blinked Out Ride, which is sort of one of our highlight modes, one of the unique modes of Saints Row, and that's where two teams, each team has a car, tries to upgrade their car, and by doing that they have to kill enemy gang members. And then there's scattered chains around that they can acquire and drop off for extra money. They take that money and they take their car and they upgrade it. And the first team that reaches the maximum level, there's 4 levels for each car, needs to drop it off, and whichever team does it first wins. And we also have running our co-op modes where you and a friend over live can go against AI. And there are specific levels that we designed for the co-op mode. And there's some objectives to it as well. So, we're showing everything pretty much tonight for the multiplayer. The Saints Row product that we're showing tonight is very, very similar to our initial vision. There's been some changes here and there as we fine-tune things and whatnot. But overall, I'd say that our vision for the open world game that we created, where we wanted a living city, we wanted a lot of different variation in PEDs around, and streaming, full streaming, no loads, going from interior to exterior and vice versa. Multiplayer, the sort of free-form aspect of the game where you have to play activities, and activities earn respect, and respect unlocks missions. All that came in together, and it's a lot of those main objectives haven't changed at all. We just fine-tuned it. So I think our initial vision was pretty spot on in terms of what we wanted to do in this genre. Well, I think when the player first buys Saints Row and puts it in his machine, I think that the first thing they really should do is play through the prologue, because it really guides them, tells them, the core basics of the game, and how to play, and the structure and the rule sets and whatnot. But from there, the sky's the limit, and I totally recommend going to activities, pull up your map using the start button and highlight the different activities that are available and go play them, experience them. We have 13 different types, so you may not like a particular activity that you played, and then go try another. There's bound to be something that you like, or a couple, or maybe all of them, So activities are sort of the crux of the game. They're the sort of gameplay elements that you play to unlock the missions, and then go try out the missions. Because we've spent a lot of time polishing and balancing them. So I think they're a lot of fun, and they're a lot of different. They have a different feeling than the activities. And then don't forget customization, because that helps you out as well. Go to the Sloppy Seconds or Branded or On the Rag, and go outfit your character with tons of different clothing items and whatnot, and take that, and everything that you buy actually matters into the game. So I totally recommend it. It's a quicker way of getting the respect that you need. We are the actual first game now that supports clans. We call them online gangs. So I think that's a huge thing. As far as being on 360, there's titles on the Xbox that does that, but on the 360 we're the first title that takes advantage of that. And I think that look forward to downloadable levels in the future, clothing packs. So we got a whole lineup of downloadable stuff that'll be coming out in the near future after we ship. But I totally recommend just trying the different modes out, seeing which ones you particularly like or favor. And remember to complete the match when you're on Xbox Live and you're in a ranked game. Complete it, because even if you lose, you still get money, and that's what's there's no losers, so to speak. Just as long as you complete the match, you'll get that money, and you can take that money and buy items, make the character look even cooler. Saints Row will be out August 29th on the Xbox 360.